Bond's going to be a real quick video. Difference between a stock and a bond. Like I said, with a stock, when you purchase a share of stock, you own that company. When you buy a bond, basically you are loaning money to that company. It's basically an IOU. And there are several different types of bonds. Some of you might have a government bond, a United States savings bond. I know my mom used to buy my kids those, give them to them for their birthdays or something. If you buy um, this is a war bond here. If you buy a $100 bond, basically what you do is you pay $50 for it. Several years later, it will mature and they will give you $100. So most of your United States savings bonds, whatever the face value is on it, you only pay half of it, and then it takes quite a long time for them to mature. But you just kind of stick them away somewhere, and years later you get them out, and you paid $50 for it, and you get $100 back. Corporations also issue bonds, and they're not 100% guaranteed, but I want you to understand this, and this is extremely important. Where safety and risk and all that comes into play is if something happens to the company, it goes out of business. As a shareholder and a bondholder, you could potentially lose all of your money. But if there is any money to be paid back, bondholders are going to be paid first. Shareholders, stockholders are going to be paid last, and it makes perfect sense. If you own share, you actually are owning part of that business, which means the bond is a debt to you also, not just the business, but to you because you are a shareholder. So if a business goes under and there's any money that is going to be divided up, the bondholders, because they've just loaned the money to you, they are to that company, they haven't bought into ownership of that business. So once again, if something happens and Apple goes out of business, which is not going to happen, but anyway, then they will pay their bondholders first if there's money. If there's not any money, then the bondholders are out of luck too. But if there's money after they pay off everything, bondholders will be paid first, stockholders will be paid second. IOUs have to be paid, and you are a owner of that. I've got some math handouts that we'll be doing that will calculate the interest and the investment and how you make money off of bonds. And so I'll make some videos and post those too.